A relationship can become a relationship wreck if the other person adds weight and not the wings. I said it in my last video, and today we are doing the hard part. We are going to audit our circle, we are going to identify the weights, and we are going to drop them. You have to understand that your success is not just about your hard work, it's about your environment. There is a reason they say you're the average of 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, think about it. You can be the most motivated person on the earth, but if those 5 people are negative, lazy, or full of drama, where does your energy go? It goes to managing them. It goes to defending your dreams. Well, your hard work is like trying to sprint uphill with 50 kg backpack on. You're working 12 hours a day, but you only feel that you have moved an inch. You know? Why? Because you are being sabotaged. It's time to drop that weight. These weights are not always obvious. They disguise themselves as friends. You need to look for these 3 types of friends. Oh wait. Well, number 1, the joker. This is the friend who underplay your ambition. Like anytime you talk about your goals, they hit you with the joke. Like, oh, Mr. CEO, don't forget us little people, you know. It seems harmless, but it's a subtle form of social pressure. Like, they are telling you, your ambition makes me uncomfortable. Come back to our level. Why? Because if you succeed, you become a mirror to their inaction. They use humor to mock your discipline. Now comes the number 2, the vampire. Well, this one is exhausting. The vampire doesn't attack your dreams. They just suck away all your time, all your energy, and you need to build them. Their life is a constant, unending stream of drama. It's like, just imagine, it's 10 p.m., you finally have 2 hours to work on your project maybe. Your phone blows up and it's them. And they're like, oh, I'm going through such a crisis right now, I need you please. And it's like never a real emergency. It's a constant low grade noise, and you just gonna spend an hour calming them down, and by 11 p.m. your creative energy is gone. They've stolen it. You can't build an empire if you are constantly putting out someone else's small fires, you know. Now comes the number 3, the concerned troll. This is the most dangerous one, I swear. Because they sound like they love you. Like, these friends mask their jealousy as concern. They say things like, oh, I'm just worried about you. You're working so hard. Or, are you sure that's a stable path? I just want you to be realistic. Let me translate realistic for you. Realistic is the word people use to describe their fears. This person is a coward. They need you to fail just a little so they can say, see, I told you so, right? And they'll feel better about their own safe choices. Now that we have talked about the weights around you or your so-called friends, let's talk about the one inside your pocket. Your mobile phone, obviously. I'm talking about you posting your progress on social media. You make a small breakthrough you get your first sale, and then what do? You post it on your Instagram story and you get like 55 emojis as a reply or a comment, and it feels good. Well, that's the trap. That's a cheap dopamine. You are getting a small hit of validation that tricks your brain into thinking that, oh, I have already won. It makes you less hungry. It replaces the internal validation of doing the work with the external validation of likes and comments. Just stop performing for an audience. Work in silence. Let the result be the noise. Now, I'm not talking about LinkedIn. Well, that's a professional tool. I'm talking about your social feed, like your Instagram or your Facebook or something. Just stop telling everyone what you are about to do. Just do it now. Okay, now when you stop doing all these things and when you start setting boundaries with those friends, you will feel guilty. You will think, but that's my best friend since childhood, maybe. Just listen to me. People can play a positive role in one chapter of your life and a toxic role in the next one, maybe. You are allowed to be grateful for the past and still close the door for the present. They'll call you selfish. The moment you stop being their 24/7 therapist, the moment you choose your goals over their hangout, they'll say, oh, you've changed. And you have to look in the mirror and say that yes, I have changed. That's there's nothing wrong in that. Just say that yes, I'm selfish, and I'm selfish with my time, I'm selfish with my energy, I'm selfish with my dreams, because no one else is going to be. This is not selfishness. This is self-preservation. So, how do you do it? You don't have to be a monster. You just have to be firm. You have two options. The first one is the slow fade, my favorite. I call this going grey rock. You just become the most boring, unresponsive person you can be. This works best for the vampires and the jokers. You don't feed their drama. You don't react to their jokes. They text you for a crisis and you just reply hours later, oh, that's crazy, hope it works out. They mock your dream. You give them nothing. Just say, yeah, maybe. They get bored. They need a reaction. So just don't give it to them. They'll find a new energy source. The second one is the hard conversation. This is for the concerned troll or a friend you genuinely still care about. You draw one clear line, one time, and just say, see, I value our friendship, but my work on this project is not up for debate. I'm not looking for an advice. And right now, I just need you to be my friend. Just ask them that, can you do that? If they can, great. If they can't, then they have made the choice. They have chosen the downgrade themselves from friends to acquaintance. And you can treat them as such. Remember, your circle should be your springboard. not your quicksand. So I ask you again. Open your phone, look for the last 5 people you texted. Did you hang up feeling drained or feeling inspired? Did you hang up feeling small or feeling ready to build something? See, your circle is either an engine or a weight. There's no in between. So choose wisely. Now go and do the hard work.